Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We're ghost hunting. Ooh. Okay. It's just my phone interference. Well, dang. It's total darkness inside. You can't see. I haven't picked up anything with this so far. A couple of the other locations I have, so stay tuned.
National Park at the Chimney Tops Campground. The National Park turned it into a controlled burn. And about 3 days after Thanksgiving, there was a storm front that moved in. And the National Park was like, okay, great, there's gonna be rain, but the rain didn't come and the wind did. It was 86-mile-per-hour wind. It blew the cinders off the top of the mountain and down into Gatlinburg. Then it made its way down the spur, which is a 2-lane road coming from Gatlinburg to Pigeon Forge. Went down that way and then made it to the back door of Dollywood. All of that occurred in 4 hours. And in 4 hours, we lost 35 people. We lost tons of homes, millions of dollars worth of damage. Now the National Park reached out. You can make a right-hand turn and go up towards Newport and towards Cobb County, where the interstate is. A little bit about the Space Needle, which is an attraction that has been with us since the 1970s. It's had its fair share of pretty extreme incidents, and I'm going to focus on two. The first one was in 1991. In the summer of 1991, there were two teenage boys that decided to get warm, and he climbed on top of the elevator. A family got inside the elevator and hit the button to go all the way to the top. As it rose to the top, about 2 stories before it reaches the top, there's another platform that you could step off on and let the elevator just pass by. We don't know if he was dehydrated or what happened on that day, but as he stepped off, he slipped and he fell. Half of his body was on the elevator, the other half was on the service platform. The elevator kept going up and it split him in half. The family that was inside the elevator was stuck inside that elevator for 3 hours. The reason we know so much about this particular case is because whenever we started doing these tours, there was a lady that reached out to us and she said, I would like to come talk to you guys because I know you're going to talk about Austin. So she met with us and we said, what's your interest in this?
So basically, the mom was talking about how she wanted to get the story set straight, so if you're gonna tell it right. So the lady that came up was his mom. It was a truly horrible thing that was happening. I think in this next clip I show a video clip of the Space Needle. Obviously I'm not going to be displaying any faces or anything because that was part of the tour, so he was showing us faces, obviously. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to put a face to the name on this. So
White Oak Flat Cemetery. Does anybody know where the Pancake Pantry is in Gatlinburg? It's at the bottom of Gatlinburg. It's one of the most popular eateries. Yeah. There's a Pancake Pantry right next to it. There's a place called the Village. You walk in, there's all these little German shops and towns. If you walk in, go all the way to the left, all the way to the back, there's a service road that goes up and empties out to White Oak Flat Cemetery. It's one of the oldest cemeteries in Gatlinburg. Now, even though she said that, it is public property. You can go there if you like, on your own, okay? I was doing moonshine tours that day. They had to shut down the entire road, all the area. It was a mess. Ray Pinion was a pretty large guy, right? So There was a little bit of him all over the place.
So what they were talking about here, trigger warning, self-harm. It was this guy, Ray Panian. He jumped off of the, I call it the Temu Space Needle. And so, like, he kind of describes it. Y'all can put two and two together because it's uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. But, yeah.
Okay, I know that sounds morbid, but it's just the truth, okay? Then, about 6 months later, another lady jumped off the Space Needle. Then last year, someone jumped off the chairs at the Anakeesta. Then, about 4 months ago, a gentleman jumped off of the Sky Bridge. This is happening so much now.
4 months ago?
Mm-hmm. This is happening so often now that the people that work at these locations are having to take special classes on how to deal with this. On how to spot it. Not just deal with the aftermath, but trying to spot this stuff before it happens. So, if you're at one of these locations and you hear on the radio, hey, we have a smiley coming up.
So I actually cannot remember if this was in the video or not. Code Smiley. This was something else he talked about last night. So, like, Code Smiley, it's when someone is, like, alone. They are, what was it? Kind of like moping, I guess, but they had a smile on their face because they know what they were about to do.
These are people that are by themselves, they're quiet, and they usually have a smile on their face because they know what they're about to do. So if you hear that, you may want to get out of there because you may be close to something like that about to happen. Again, it's one thing to talk about these people, it's another thing to put faces to the name. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down here